A shocking betrayal. My girlfriend catfished me by pretending to be my coworker, created a fake Instagram, flirted with me, tried to catch me cheating, called it a prank, then gaslighted me when I found out. Now she's begging me to stay. But can trust ever be rebuilt after this? I never thought I'd be in this situation. I always believed my girlfriend was sweet, kind, and deeply in love with me. For 2 years, I felt like the luckiest guy alive. She cared about me, she was affectionate, and yeah, sometimes she got a little jealous, but I didn't think much of it. If anything, I thought it was kind of cute. It made me feel wanted in a way I never had before. But now I don't even know if I can trust her at all. A few weeks ago, I took my girlfriend to a work event. It was a casual corporate gathering, nothing too fancy. While we were there, she met one of my coworkers for the first time. Let's call her Sarah, not her real name. Sarah works at a different branch, and while we're friendly at work, we barely interact outside of emails and the occasional phone call. After the event, my girlfriend started acting a little off. She kept making these little comments, asking me questions like, "So, do you have a work wife? Sarah seems really friendly with you. Do you think she's pretty? You guys talk a lot, huh?" At first, I brushed it off. I reassured her that Sarah was just a colleague, that we didn't even follow each other on social media, and that I was happy in my relationship. I told her there was nothing to worry about. Eventually, she seemed to calm down, and things went back to normal. At least, that's what I thought. A few weeks later, something weird happened. I got a follow request on Instagram from Sarah. Now, my account is private, and so was hers. I thought, weird that she's following me now, but I didn't overthink it. I approved the request and followed back. Her account looked a little off. There were only a few pictures, mostly of her in swimsuits. Nothing too risque, just normal vacation pictures, but it struck me as odd that there was nothing else on her profile. No work photos, no friends, no random life updates. Still, I shrugged it off. Some people don't post a lot on social media. Then, a few days later, she DM'd me. At first, it was just small talk. She asked how I was doing, talked about work, nothing crazy. But over time, the messages started to shift. They became more personal, even a little flirty. It made me uncomfortable. I had never had this kind of interaction with Sarah before, and I felt like this was crossing a line. So I shut it down. I told her, politely but firmly, that I was in a relationship and I wanted to keep things professional. She responded well, said she understood, and backed off. Or so I thought. A few days later, I was scrolling Instagram when I got a follow recommendation. It was Sarah's real Instagram. This one wasn't private, and looking through it, I realized something that made my stomach drop. This real account had all the same swimsuit pictures that the other account had, but they were just normal vacation photos mixed in with a bunch of other post selfies, outings with friends, work-related stuff. I felt sick. I went back to the account that had messaged me and looked at the profile again. The red flags were suddenly so obvious. It was an empty shell of an account clearly made just to message me. I had been catfished, and I knew exactly who had done it. Before confronting my girlfriend, I wanted to be 100% sure. So the next day at work, I casually asked Sarah about her Instagram. She gave me her real one, the one I had just discovered. And she had no idea what I was talking about when I mentioned our supposed Instagram DMs. That confirmed it. The fake account wasn't Sarah. It was my girlfriend. That night, I sat my girlfriend down and asked her directly. I didn't want to come at her aggressively. I wanted to see if she would admit it on her own. At first, she completely denied it. She acted confused, even offended that I would accuse her of something like that. But when I started pressing her, when I laid out every piece of evidence, her denial started to crack. Then she switched tactics. She started gaslighting me, saying things like, "You're making a big deal out of nothing. It was just a prank. Why are you so serious? I just wanted to see if you would cheat on me. You should be happy because you passed the test." I told her this wasn't a joke. This was straight up manipulation. She had pretended to be another woman, flirted with me, tried to trap me into cheating, and then acted like I was the crazy one for being upset about it. Her response? She turned it around on me. She started asking me why I even figured it out. If I hadn't been talking to Sarah so much, how would I have noticed? Was I only mad because I wanted to cheat but got caught before I could? At that moment, I realized she didn't feel guilty. She didn't see anything wrong with what she did. She was only upset because she got caught. I told her I needed space and left. Since then, she's been texting and calling non-stop. She keeps saying I'm throwing away a perfect relationship over nothing, that I'm overreacting, that I'm being unfair, that she did this because she loves me and needed to know if she could trust me. But honestly, I don't trust her anymore. If she can pull something like this after 2 years together, what else is she capable of? I keep thinking if the roles were reversed, if I had catfished her to test her loyalty, she would have rightfully been furious. This wasn't some innocent prank. It was deception, manipulation, and emotional blackmail. Part of me wonders if I should just move on and find someone who actually trusts and respects me. Another part of me wonders if this is something we can work through. I don't know what to do. Would you forgive her? Can trust ever be rebuilt after something like this? Or is this a sign that I need to walk away? Let me know what you think in the comments.